Okay, hello everyone. Good day. I hope you're gonna have a wonderful day. So we have a little bit of gameplay for Metal Gear. What's today's subject is gonna be AI. I thought to put this as a background. So something really to enjoy. While we're talking about AI, so past couple of 2 months I was using Cloud Code like for every single day. I was using it every day without like sleep a little bit, then I just wake up and start using it. So I something really happened to me. I started to predict what the AI gonna do. It's really strange, but I started to understand what the heck AI gonna do. Um, it's not really easy. I think everyone gonna have the same thing. The problem is AI becoming predictable for me. Like when I tell him, please, can you create me a page for my site? I'm running Astro framework and I want him to create me a page. Now he does not really scan my structure. He just starts making a page. The first thing he's gonna do, he's gonna really combine everything, the logic, the HTML, and the CSS in one file at Astro file. So that's really something predictable. Every time I tell him to make a page, he's gonna do the same. Now, if I try to give him more command, please make a separate CS file. Well, when you make this kind of page, he's starting to make a new CS file. However, I know what the heck he gonna do, what he gonna add in this CS file. Now when I tell him, okay, you want to change the CS file structure to something else. I know, like I every option, everything, I have to tell him to change things up. So I started to predict what the heck the AI gonna do. Like even when I am sleeping, like in the bed, just wake up. In my head, I started to know what command I'm gonna have to put like in my mind before I go into my PC because I already know where he gonna make the mistake. For example, the logic he gonna put it into with HTML, and I don't want him to do that. So I tell him to make MGS file. Then I have to tell him to do quality check for the code. Then I have to check for anything missing. Then I have to check if he really not repeating some kind of argument. So I know what the heck, what's kind of problem can happen in the AI. It's becoming super predictable and honestly becoming really not impressive. Once you start using it, you know how this AI gonna react and how much like you're gonna know where the mistake gonna be. Also, you notice like when you see someone using AI, you will know when someone using AI for this site because how much you use the site. They're using the same thing. For example, when you tell him number, creates number and creates filter and sorts for this page logic. I know how he gonna do it. I know how the design he gonna do it. I know how the style he gonna do it. It's kind of like predictable until you tell him please change this, follow the guideline and follow the color CSS and follow global CSS and please follow the font. And you have to really try to make him unpredictable. So that is kind of really interesting. And when you tell him, please try to be unpredictable, he always gonna make a mistake because he's not used to be unpredictable. He know how to be predictable. And once he make a mistake, you have to go and check the code again because he probably did not delete any CSS that to tell him to change. So it's becoming this cycle. He always like to be predictable. Always go back to predictable to me. So if there's a line that's predictable and there's other line that's unpredictable, always there I try to come back to be predictable. It's kind of really interesting. This is really something I noticed. So you have to build your site being around the predictable time frame. So if you try to be unpredictable, you have to start coding, you have to change things up. And once you try to use AI, he will not follow your structure. He will try always going to be unpredictable. When you try to put command, big command or big prompts, okay? He will not follow exactly what you say to him if it's pretty big. Always there's gonna be some kind of something like he cannot be in sharp. He will either forget or he'll always go back to be predictable. Um, in my opinion, I think this predictability is really not impressive. It actually made me feel this tool is kind of like a scam. Sorry, but it's just make me feel like if if they do not release new AI, this will not be impressive at all. It can all be so old. So the time frame for AI is not very impressive. I wonder if people having the same thought for other subjects like for physics or for chemistry, once they stay for a long time period of time chatting with the AI, I feel like they will find predictability in the answer he gonna reply. Even like I plan for command in my head before he stop, and I just have the command much faster because I know where he gonna stop. I spent 2 months just sitting and just talking with AI. I talk to the AI more than anyone else. So the predictability is kind of really interesting in my opinion. It's just something I feel like people will notice more about it in the future. So I don't know. I feel this is gonna really be important in the future. AI will become more predictable once you go into deep subjects that you have so much knowledge at. You will understand how he reacts. It's kind of like you're a teacher, and after a while, you will start understanding the student's behavior and how he gonna react. So that will be interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this one. This AI stuff really interesting in my opinion. But I'm getting less and less over time impressive. Hopefully we see more breakthrough. Anyway, we'll see you in another one. Bye bye.